You get Gingrich winning some states. You get Santorum winning some states. You get Ron Paul winning some states. I think we have a little bit of time left before you declare anybody a winner.
Well, that's Ron Paul's point of view this morning, but what are others on the right saying? Let's catch up with one of our regulars here on the Morning Update. He's John LeBoutelier, former U.S. congressman, now nationally recognized political commentator and author. John, it's good to talk to you. What's your takeaway from last night today?
Good morning. My take is that I had thought going in to Tuesday morning, that Romney was going to be it now, that it was over after Michigan, that the party was sort of collapsing and saying, oh, okay, reluctantly or not, we're going to go with Romney, and that's that. And the polling showed that after Michigan. He'd gone up to nationally 40% to Santorum's 29 or 30, and, it looked like the race was falling apart. Then suddenly over the weekend, the polls tightened up in Ohio, and then when the real voting happened yesterday, you see Santorum win Tennessee by more than the polls showed. He won Oklahoma, and he did a damn good job in Ohio, given the fact that he was outspent like 12-1 in the last 2 weeks there. So I think what the bottom line is the party is resisting, as it has for a year, really 6 years actually. We are resisting Mitt Romney. We don't really want him. We don't hate him. It's not that. But we don't really trust him. We don't really want him. There's no one else any good either, really. But we just don't want him. And that's the bottom line on the race.
Well, the truth is he's got a couple of hundred more delegates today, and that's really what it's about. When last we talked, you spoke of Romney being the diminished candidate and said he won't be the nominee. Now what do you think?
Unfortunately, I hate to admit I'm wrong, but I usually am wrong. I'm wrong almost all the time. You could do what I did in high school chemistry. I would figure out the answer, and I knew I was always wrong, so then I'd take the answer and reverse it. so my predictions, take them and reverse them. But look, the odds are Romney will be the nominee, but I wouldn't bet my life on it either, that there's such resistance to him, and he is a weak candidate in every way except fundraising. That's the one thing he's good at. And that's the only thing he's been able to do, is he raises so much money and then he mows down his opposition with a battery of negative campaigning. And it works, but it's turning off the party, too. They really don't want to go to battle against Obama with Mitt Romney. And the proof is not just that he loses some states he should win or he doesn't win by that much, is the low turnout. There's a lot of Republicans aren't voting this year because they're disgusted by all of them. They don't like any. The polling, when you ask them, 55% of Republicans don't like the field. That's a bad indictment of the four candidates left in the race.
Would it make a difference if Newt Gingrich stepped aside? Would Santorum have enough to catch Romney?
I think he would. I think if you take those numbers, I would say that virtually every voter today who's for Gingrich would go to Santorum. They would not go to Romney. And you add those numbers up. I mean, take Michigan last week. Romney won 41-38 over Santorum. 7% were sitting there for Gingrich. You take that 7, whack it on to 38, it's 45 Santorum, 41 Romney. But last night, dead even in Ohio, basically, 15 points for Newt, who didn't campaign or run one commercial in Ohio. You take those 15 points and add them on to Santorum, it's a blowout.
John, our time is up. Okay. Give me a quick answer to this one. Who does the hardcore, dyed-in-the-wool conservative like today?
They like and not love Santorum.
Okay. John LeBoutelier, we will talk again. Thank you, John.
Great, guys. Talk to you soon.